fast cars. He was able to get on pit road much cleaner. Also the 31 gained a lot of spots during this sequence. 31 and the 78 also. And remember, all these guys, Matt Kenseth most likely has to win this race, so he needs that track position. This pit sequence with the 31, they're down 6 points to the good. They've been below the cut line all day long.
16 and now 15 laps to go. Greg Biffle still needs to come to pit road. He scored as the race leader. Joey Logano in front of the pack. His teammate behind him.
Dale Jr. already moving up a lane and trying to get by the 17. Gets right to the back of the 42. He knows with 15 to go, he can't wait. He needs to start getting positions now.
And if he goes single file, now Dale Jr. wanted a single file when he was leading. He doesn't want a single file now. He needs double wide race in order to make those moves. If he goes single file and he only has 1 or 2 cars behind him, it'll be very difficult. Also, if you look at Kyle Busch, he's lost the draft. He's not at this one back. He does not want to see it go single file either. He needs it bunched up and be able to catch back up.
A couple cars dropping down the bottom of the track. Biffle still scored as the race leader as he's not come to pit road yet. But the pack being led by Joey Logano. And they are running up against the wall. Joey Logano trying to employ the strategy that Dale Earnhardt Jr. used earlier, getting everyone to run up high.
It all came down to pit stops. The 88 had to change tires. He lost about 50 cars. Pretty work on and off pit road. They hold their positions at the front of this field.
So listen, what's going to make this top work? What's going to drag people to the bottom? What's going to drag people to the bottom? And Dale Jr. needs to win this race. So when he moves, because he knows he has the fast car, when he makes that move, you can almost guarantee his teammate behind him is going to go with him. Carl Evans will go with him. Chris Boyer's behind him is going to go with him. All these guys need good finishes. So that's the incentive. Why should I go with somebody? The incentive is to take a fast car and take it.
The question is, what lap will they try to make that move? With 13 laps to go, the time winding down, the possibility of making it in around 3.
And look who's right up in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. But the 31 are running new. We heard about his strategy right in the back. We heard the flavors say 30 to go. They need to be aggressive. He's done it. Right behind him, the 78 has recovered from being a lap down. Both guys have recovered up into the top 6.
Earnhardt Jr. still running 920.
TJ Baker's guided him towards that 24 car so he can find someone to push him. But he's continually telling him who's behind him. To your point, Jeff, that helps Dale Earnhardt Jr. know if he pulls down, who might go with him and who might be able to push him to the front. That move needs to happen fairly soon, doesn't it? Yeah, for Dale Jr., that is everything that matters. It doesn't matter who's in front of you. It matters who's behind you. Are their cars fast enough to push you? Are their cars fast enough to help you? It doesn't matter what's in front. You have to have the help from behind. And I think he has it. I think there's enough incentive for all these people behind you. When he makes that move, I think that's those people go with him. I think what he'll do, he'll wait for that gap like we just saw. I thought that was an opportunity. If the 42 gets in front of the 88 by 4 or 5 car lengths, as the 88's catching the 42, that's when he'll turn left because he'll have that momentum of that draft, and that's when he can make up space.
Well, an advantage the 88 has as well as Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch currently 9 points out. Well, if you look at this long line of cars, who's last? The 18. Well, now the 5 has it. You see the 18 go to the bus. He can go right there. He can risk losing every position because where he is not good enough. And that's all it's going to take. The 88, you see the 20. He knows he has to go for the win. He's looking at the bottom, going to the top. It wasn't quite time yet.
Teammates potentially working together. Matt Kenseth at the bottom of the list on the left.
I think
8 points as they run.
I think the problem with 88, here we go. There's Junior makes the move.
And then Tom Baker's down there. He knows Matt's in that position, but Dale doesn't want to risk it. He thinks that's what he's going to do from the defensive line.
Now he didn't get through yet. He got back in line, so he's safe. He made a move. It did not cost him.
His teammate, Carl Evans, let him in. You talk about his teammates out there. He goes. So 88's looking inside the 42. There's going to have to be that moment. But 10 to go. When is the right time to go? You have to remember the 20, the 88, nothing to lose. That's where they're the two. This driving the bottom line.
And even when the 88 makes the move, who's going to see the momentum coming and then pull in front of the 88 and then take the win the race himself? Listen, that's the goal. You see that line coming on the bottom. Now, who's going to get in front of the 88? Who's going to take that chance? Or if Kenseth doesn't go with him, what happens?
And what side track work on the 88 to make this pass complete? The 31, he thinks it's time. They're going to organize a bottom line.
And remember, as all this is going on in the pack, we can't forget about the fact that Greg Biffle
trying to make something happen. Made it look. He looked. The one didn't go with him, so he got back in line.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. moved up to fourth in line in this pack. He's going to score. Greg Biffle, who is just in front of this pack, is still scored as the race leader with 9 laps to go.
Everyone's done this before. 2003 Daytona, Greg Biffle won that race on fuel mileage. He has a 38-second lead. He can run reasonably hard throttle at times if he has to.
He has help, too. There's another car that's with him. So Greg Biffle gets scored as the race leader. Joey Logano in front of the big pack, though. There's the 16, the cheese of Greg Biffle. When he comes by this time, just 9 laps to go. Again, Biffle is the race leader. Will they try to steal a win? Still in front now, choosing the different line. He sees the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. looking low.
Nascar can't worry about Greg Biffle. They just have to worry about being in front of this line. If Greg Biffle makes it, that's fine. But 88 has no choices. Kyle Larson takes 88 3 wide.
Can a car go 50 laps? That's the big question right now, is what Greg Biffle's trying to do.
And the year they've had, what's the risk? If he runs out of gas, and this is what they need. Wins fix a lot of things in the shop, in the company. It builds momentum. What's the risk of running out of gas with the 16 car?
42 laps since he was on pit road last.
We're thinking these cars have been able to go between 43 and 45 laps. We haven't really seen them try to stretch it all day. Everybody's been shortening. No one has shown their hand. That's what Greg Biffle's doing right here. He's going to show the field how far he thinks he can go.
And if Greg Biffle tries to win this race on fuel mileage, that puts a lot of different drivers in a bad position as you look at the chase. Dale Earnhardt Jr. would be out. He's 12 points below the cut line. Denny Hamlin would be out. Ryan Newman would be out. Matt Kenseth would be out as they continue to battle in the pack.
And we saw Ryan Newman trying to make that move on the bottom. That ended up not working out for him. He is now 6 points out of being in that cutoff spot. So that move to the bottom was not a good move for Ryan.
Greg Biffle through the tri-oval. It will be just 6 laps to go for Greg Biffle, the race leader. The pack still working. With Logano in front of him.
Joey Logano's got to block. He's got to go everywhere he can go. He cannot let one of these cars get next to him. Once they get next to him, it's game on. He's got to block the bottom to the top. He's got to go anywhere he can go to keep him behind him. If the car ever gets even close to your quarter panel, to the side, it pulls you back so much, it slows you down. Don't ever let a car even think about getting next to you, if at all possible.
Joey Logano in front of the pack. Dale Earnhardt Jr. doing everything he can to try to get Joey Logano to make a mistake. Brad Keselowski leading the outside line. Logano moving back and forth between the two lines.
And as intense this battle is in this pack, a reminder, Greg Biffle is the race leader. Trying to take fuel. If he makes it with 5 laps to go, it doesn't matter.
Smoking coming out of the one of Jamie McMurray. McMurray was
Course.
under the hood. And the caution comes out.
Of course it'd be McMurray. Why couldn't it just be Jimmy Johnson?
Jamie McMurray, the caution will come out.
God, man.
Remember, one attempt at a green-white checker finish.
Now with only 5 laps to go, and having potential fluid on the racetrack, it looks like they would get to that green-white checker finish. We're just going to have to see how quick the cleanup can be. What a nice break for these two. Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, especially Dale Jr., because with the 16 out there, there was a chance he was going to steal this one away. Now, they're going to get the restart right on his bumper.
That's right, but he will still be scored the leader if he wants to stay out there. And does this help him as far as fuel mileage? Because now he's got to continue to click laps off. If they don't go past the
Advertised
distance, the advertised distance, if they don't go past that, potentially he'll have enough fuel to make it all the way.
Absolutely. They're committed. I love the call the 16 has made. We talk about the chase. We talk about opportunity. We talk about the playoffs. This is their year as well. No game can make that. But how does that affect the chase? This is a different sport. Remember, everyone is on the field at the same time. Just because they missed the playoffs, they're not eliminated. Greg Biffle stealing this win. He's going to be up in the mix. What's interesting, a fellow Ford. Where does this Ford stack up in helping Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski?
I think, again, you said it exactly right. Roush Midway, they didn't make it gains. They didn't make it slow gains. Why not roll the dice, try to get a win, try to make something good happen? But that's implications for everyone else. They're doing what they need to do for that team. How does that affect everyone? Again, Earnhardt Jr. most likely needs to win this race. Matt Kenseth needs to win this race. Finishing second, finishing third is probably not going to be enough unless it's a big wreck. It takes a lot of people out. So they need to win, not finish top 5.
Only the second caution of the day. The one of Jamie McMurray up in the second line. And you'll see the smoke starting to roll out from behind him.
And what a good job by everybody, not to have a wreck right there. You see Ricky Stenhouse is on his rear bumper. I mean, everybody did a really good job. To have a car slow down that abruptly in front of the pack and not to have a wreck, that's amazing.
Denny Hamlin running down on the apron.
And what a position Denny Hamlin's in, currently 1 point below the line. The first car 2 laps down, there's very little he can do to try to gain any positions. He needs at this point help. He needs help from someone else within the chase to make a mistake, to lose positions. He has not come and executed like the 11 team needed. They put themselves in a position to depend on other people to decide whether they move forward or not in the chase.
Think about this. The start of round 3 is at Martinsville. We go from the biggest track to the smallest track. That's next Sunday. Presented by Castrol, GTX Magnatech. All right, guys, you go from this big track to a small track, but the implications of not even getting there as far as the chasers go, so big right now with just a couple laps to go.
The only one thing about Martinsville, anytime right now, is Joey Logano. Everybody else, they have to execute. There's going to be a short run to them. We have seen so many times what happens when there's short runs. Almost every time you see a wreck, you're going to have to make moves. You're going to have to get exceptionally aggressive. They're getting ready to throw a check and where you finish matters. So, this is the most nervous the drivers get at Daytona and Talladega. Late race caution, it's inevitable. You almost know it's going to happen. So all these drivers are exceptionally nervous right now.
How nervous would you be if Greg Biffle chooses the line you're in? Because what's the possibility that Greg Biffle runs out of gas? He could run out of gas on this late restart and then slow everybody down in that line.
Absolutely. There's the risk of 16 running out of gas. There's so many risks. It's not just Dale Earnhardt Jr. Can you win and advance? Brian Keselowski, Jeff Gordon, Carl Edwards, Mark Truex, Harvick. No one is safe yet. With 29 cars in the lead lap, if Jeff Gordon has an issue from 5th, he's going to lose 24 spots. He's only 17 points to the good. He's eliminated. This chase field will be determined through the travel, coming to the start-finish line. We saw it last year with Casey Kane, 4 points in the last couple thousand feet. That can happen again today.
It's less than a mile from turn 4 through the travel to the start-finish line. That's where the 8 drivers that will advance, that's where it's going to be determined.
Listen, your point about Greg Biffle is it's a really good point. If they choose not to pit here, which they most likely won't, if he picks the inside, that puts Junior behind him. If he picks the outside, then that would put Logano behind him. So, I'm sorry, they pick Keselowski behind him. So, it's his pick. Where he decides to go is going to greatly influence who ultimately wins this race.
Yeah, because if he starts on the inside, he lines up the 2 Penske cars together.
Look at this. Right now, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch tied at the cut line. The advantage, the determining factor of who moves on, the best finish position in this round between Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch.
And one thing that's really important is we drop the green flag on this restart. Many times, it's better to restart 23rd, 24th than it is 12th. Because many times, the momentum gets moving, and you can make a move from 24th and 12th. You're kind of blocked in. There's nowhere to go. So, I know it sounds...
Okay.
Restart where he is. That may ultimately help him because the momentum's going forward versus stalling out.
This is probably going to be the longest video of this season so far, man.
What's on your mind as we get ready to do this green white checker?
The biggest thing is 16 and just how much fuel he's got. And the difficult thing is there's so much banking. If he doesn't get gas in that pickup, it could be all over right here to start finish line for him. So I think besides that, we can take care of ourselves if we don't get any negative influences, from that 16. The car's been the guys have been great. 3M Chevy's been solid all day long. We just got to go execute, and hopefully, the cars that run up front all day can fight for the lead.
Jeff is fifth as we head to the restart. Kelly?
Paul Wolf sits atop the box for the two of Brad Keselowski. You guys are in good position to advance based on points. How aggressive do you want him to get on the screen right checker?
Well, I mean, obviously we want to win the race, but we're looking at the bigger picture, and that's advancing to the next round. So he's done a good job with the middle light Ford, keeping it up front all day there. And, as long as we can stay smart here at the end, I think we can get where we need to be and advance to the next round.
Great, they'll have a teammate up there, Joey Logano, who could potentially help him out.
Steve made a great point just now. You said listening to those two interviews. That's
Trying to get up through the gears on the last restart.
here we go. 2 laps to determine who will win the race and who will advance in round 3 in the chase. Coming back into the FBC Sports restart zone. 220 feet. Green flag back in the air.
No way!
Cars made contact, they had heavy contact, they had to get safety to the drivers. That's why they threw the caution. NASCAR wants these races to end under green, but when you have drivers making heavy contact, they're gonna throw the caution to roll safety to them.
That was officially an attempt at the green light checker. One try. You see Denny Hamlin not happy at all. Torn ACL on his right leg as he climbs out of the 11. Joey Logano comes to the white and yellow flag.
Jeff, your explanation was perfect. NASCAR, it's right here in front of us. We're right above NASCAR. The moving crash is right in front of us as well. They want to make this race finish under green. They have to wait and see how much damage, whether cars could roll off. And you saw the cars on the apron. The 11 was on fire. You saw him get up. They had no choice but to put the caution out.
And what about Kevin Harvick with an engine that's blowing up without this green one, without this situation? He may not get in, but this may allow him to get in. He's riding around here, barely making it around the racetrack with an engine that won't run. If they would have stayed green, the cars would have come around to the start-finish line. There's 3 cars sitting on the racetrack. They could not stay green. They had to throw the caution.
NASCAR is going to continue to sort this out. Nothing is official. We will give you the results of who the 8 drivers are that advance as soon as it's made official from NASCAR. Again, what they will use is video of where the cars were when the caution came out, as well as the scoring loops to make sure that everyone gets scored in the right position.
So let's be clear. During the race, all race long, there are scoring loops all the way around the racetrack. To expedite the race, to run it officially, they use those loops to line the cars up. Those are the official finishing order of the race. NASCAR goes to video because there's a gap in time between these loops. They want to take it to every frame by frame to give everyone the opportunity for every point available. So it takes time. They're going to have to find the video and everyone in that video at the same time stamp to determine the finishing order and who was in the caution and who was not.
And this is a big call right here because huge. Listen, this is Junior either making it or not making it, but it's also most likely Kevin Harvick making it or not making it, as well as Ryan Newman. So who ends up, as you look at the video, this is more than just about who won the race. This is about who is going to transfer into the next round.
And NASCAR explained it to us earlier today. Drivers have to maintain this cautious pace all the way to the checkered flag, which these cars have been able to do. Some haven't. The 11, Denny Hamlin, was not able to continue on. The driver that might not be in the top 8. Now we want to look back at the restart and the crash. Again, NASCAR is going to be looking at this.
The 4 of Kevin Harvick said he had a hard time accelerating. You see there, he doesn't go. The 6 goes to the outside, and the 4 catches him at the bumper, spinning the 6, but behind them, there's even more contact.
95, Michael McDowell involved. Numerous cars involved in this one.
I think Logano got it.
Wins. It's the entire chase field. An 18, 31, 4, all right on edge. Where will they end up?
Logano got it.
NASCAR will take as much time as they need to make sure they get it right. They are telling us that the 22 was in front, and so Joey Logano will sweep round
God.
two. Officially, Joey Logano, winner at Talladega.
Oh well.
3 consecutive wins in the second round.
Oh, listen to that crowd.
There'll be people that say, why did NASCAR let him race back? NASCAR couldn't let him race back. It's the determination and the need. Why? Because they're going to have to throw a caution. That's when the caution needs to be thrown. That's when you have to throw the caution. So, I know people are
Man.
saying, should let it go until I was turn fool. Let's slow everybody down. It can't work like that. NASCAR's got to be consistent in saying, if there's people, if there's cars that make heavy impact, there's cars on a racetrack, we're going to have to throw the caution.
Like Calvin said in the pre-race show, it's the responsibility of the entire field to have good restarts, not just the front row. You saw there, back to the field is the trouble. And nothing to do with the front row. They're just racing as hard as they can. NASCAR, as you said, Jeff, had no choice. The cars are on fire. We had to see first.
Based on safety, they had to throw the yellow flag to get the safety crews out to these drivers who are now sitting
Oh man.
just past the start-finish line with cars that aren't able to run.
And so the conversation has been over the years, why do they throw the caution sometimes and why do they not throw them other times? You've seen wrecks on the back straightaway where there was simple spins and nobody had any heavy impact. NASCAR let them race. We've seen them spin or wreck on the back straightaway when the leaders aren't going to have to run back through them, but they make heavy impact, and that's when they threw the caution. They did the same thing today. That's what you have to do. People will say they need to do the same thing every time. Well, listen, it's not the same incident every time. If no one's hit, if no one's made contact, if the drivers can go through, if the wreck's in turn 2, and the start-finish line is over here, why not let them race? But in this situation, they had to roll personnel to get to the drivers.
Because they would be coming back into this area at speeds of 200 miles an hour, and you can't have 3 cars stopped on the apron and safety crews trying to get to them.
They had 3 cars stopped there for a reason, because that's where they just crashed. And the next time through the white flag, if there's an accident, that's where they're going to end up.
Yeah, as a driver, if I'm Denny Hamlin, in the front line, I took that thing in the hit. I'm expecting someone to come check on me to make sure I'm okay. People say they're not consistent. The fact of the matter is, every incident is different. They need to call it for the way it happened on the racetrack, and in my eyes, that's what they did today, and they got it right.
14 career wins for Joey Logano. Let's look once again
No one cares.
at this restart. Before, checked up, tried to get up, caught the 6, and then a chain reaction behind him.
Car had a major engine issue, could not keep up. Everybody had to try and go around him. We talked about it before the restart started. He couldn't go to the back of the pack. He had to stay where he was. If he'd have gone to the back, he would not have transferred. He would not have done it. So him staying in the middle of the pack created a scenario that this all happened, but he had no choice.
You see right here in the 11, heavy contact into the 14, ending his day.
A lot of cars stopped just past the start-finish line. This was the restart. As everything was happening behind them, Joey Logano in front of 88 when the caution came out. One more look. 12 cars involved, and this the big one. We're going to continue to wait until NASCAR gives us the 8 names, the drivers that will advance into the 3rd round of the chase. The playoffs, everyone knew coming into Talladega it was going to be hectic. The nerves would be at its highest. The only one that's able to celebrate right now,
So walk me through the final restart and your take on that, Junior.
I couldn't believe he gave me the bottom. I was like, man, this is a gift. I was going to win the race for sure. But that caution came out, and I'm fine with the new rule. Everybody's going to debate that. We were thinking before the race that they made a good change on the green light checker to go to 1, and I still feel that way. Per the rules, we run second. I can live with that. The 22 did a great job. He had a hell of a round winning all 3 races. So if he wins the championship, he can look back on this round here and say, well, I'm proud of what we did today. We did everything we needed to do. It just fell a little short about the width of the splitter. And you know how I hate that splitter. So another reason.
Exactly right. Should NASCAR have let you guys run longer under that green-white checker before throwing the caution?
Another 100 yards, I'd have been in the lead. But NASCAR makes the calls. They're the governing body, and I have 100% faith in the choices that they make. I'm not gonna, not gonna be too upset about it. I did everything I could. I'm proud of myself, proud of my team. My guys did a good job on pit road. We had a little issue, but if this group sticks together, we're gonna do great things next year, and I believe in all of them. I'm proud of what we did. We just, we can sit here and pout about this day, but we didn't do good enough in the first 2 rounds. If we'd done better in the first 2 rounds, those first 2 races of this round, we would not be worried about, losing by a splitter. We didn't do a good job in those first 2 races, so we got to try to win another race for the years out, have some fun. Martinsville's coming up. I'm excited about that. And we got a great team. This is my first year with Greg, and we're just going to get better. He's going to get better, so we got a lot to look forward to. It's disappointing, but proud of the car. We really worked hard. We did a hell of a job today.
When we were standing here and didn't really know the results, he told me, you know what, even if they gave it to me, I wouldn't feel good about it anyway. Kelly?
Matt Kenseth was right in the middle of that.
Basically, I think I was 6th out when we started this thing. So that's a pretty hefty swing to be able to do that. And as we said before, Denny Hamlin was 18 in, 18 to the good. As an issue, ends up 8 out. We've seen that in the first round. We've seen it in the second round. The guy with it was 17 or 18 points in and safe, we felt like was safe at some point in time, ends up getting eliminated in that round.
Yeah, we knew Matt Kenseth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. had